Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, we on the move this morning. I just ran up to town to the store real quick. Needed to get a couple of things. I actually got Country Road Cure coming today with Anthony and Roxanne. Me and Anthony's gonna work on the pegs today a little bit for the new toilet that's coming. And Roxanne's gonna take a look at the golf cart and see if she can figure out what's going on with it. She used to fix golf carts at her last job that she had, and so she's the one to get it done. I'm excited about it because I know nothing about golf carts, so looking forward to learning something, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not nothing too expensive. Hopefully it's just like a loose wire or something. That'd be amazing. It does have new batteries in it, and it does have the charger and all of that. My nephew put new batteries in it before I got it, so that's really a big part of the money with a golf cart that's electric, is the batteries. I think he said he spent about $1,000 in batteries. Batteries are expensive. Just like with solar, the batteries are the most expensive part, which I'm gonna end up having to buy here soon too. I do plan on, as soon as I get through getting everybody here on the mountain comfortably and getting past Freedom Weekend and all of that, one of my next big things is start working on the solar. It's expensive. The quote that I got for the size system that I need is like $22,000, and I don't have $22,000. So I thought about doing like a loan thing and all that to do it, but the more I think about it, the more I don't want to do it. I don't want to add more overhead to what I'm already spending, so I think I'm just going to piecemeal it. I'm just going to slowly but surely buy the pieces that I need and start coming up with a plan to get it going. I have been talking to some people about like Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. Me and him talked about some solar panels they sell over there in Texas that's used but not that old, and for a lot better price, and they sell them by the pallets. So I'm gonna look into that and then just start pricing out controllers and stuff. I did get a quote for a whole system, so I do got a little bit of kind of specs to go by as far as sizes and stuff like that, and I will reach out to the guy that gave me that quote and see if I can get some of the pieces and parts through him, because he was a real good dude and was willing to help me get it all set up and stuff like that too. So definitely gonna be working hand in hand with him for a little while and try to get some kind of solar going on the mountain, because gas is very, very expensive, and then with bringing more people to the mountain is going to make it where I have to use more gas, and it's going to definitely increase the fuel cost a little bit. So I'm definitely going to need to make that a priority. That, and I'm tired of filling up gas cans every week. It's a pain in the butt. It's time consuming. It does make it to where I go to town every week too, and sometimes I don't need to. So there's a lot of benefits of getting away from it. The problem is the upfront cost of everything. I mean, $22,000 is a lot of money, and I don't know too many people that's just got that laying around. So that's why I do the gas right now, because I can afford the gas every single week, because it's a smaller chunk than just a big chunk right off. So I don't know, we'll see. But the first step is getting this toilet done, and it was supposed to rain today, but it's actually a sunny day. I mean, it's cloudy and there ain't a ton of sun, but the sun is out, and I think it dropped down to 15%. So today would be a good day to get some of this stuff done. I know the Drifting Dreamers are down there working on the entrance, and to get into the landing down there, there's about 7 more trees that need to be cut down. So I asked Mike to go ahead and get those cut down today while I'm working with Country Road Cure, and that way tomorrow, if the weather's permitting, I can dig up the stumps that he's cutting down, and then that should be it as far as being cleared to get them back there. I do believe he's got a couple of things that he wants to get done before he takes it down there. I'm not going to spill any beans. I know what he's planning, but you have to go over to their channel and check that out. I think it's a good call of what he's wanting to do first. It definitely future-proof it a little bit, I would say. And it's definitely the time to do it if you're going to do it. So I'm looking forward to that. But a lot of that's got to do with Mother Nature. It is calling for rain a lot this week, just like it did most of last week. But I can't complain. We need it. It's definitely been hot and dry. My grass is loving it. Speaking of grass, I got to cut grass here soon, which is really cool. Another thing to do, but the fact that I got some grass to cut on Come On Mountain, I call that a win. Last year I did have a little bit. I had that little bit in the front yard and a little bit in the backyard to cut. But now it's an actual cut the yard type situation. There is still the one section that I drive on all the time in front of the cabin there that don't really have much grass. But for the most part, I can cut the rest of it. So I'm looking forward to that. I might actually do that this evening, depending on how long it takes to do what we're trying to do today. If I got time, I might get out there and start cutting a little bit of it today. I definitely need to get the weed eater out. Got a lot of weed eating that I need to do around the sawmill, starting to get pretty tall. So I need to get that out, get that all weed eated down, keep the sawmill clear and stuff, because I definitely have some milling that's coming up here in the near future. Not too near future, but definitely in the near future. Hold on, we got a old tractor here. Got to slow her down a little bit. Looks like they're doing a little bush hogging themselves right on the corner though. I'll show you. I had to wait until I could see around the corner, be able to get around it. I love it. I love it. I know I'm in the right place when you see a tractor with a bush hog driving down the road. He might have ran uptown to go get some diesel in the old tractor. I'm gonna go on and leave y'all this direction for a minute, because we'll have some views coming up here shortly. Everything is popping green though with all this weather that we've been having. It's good to see it, and the driveway is starting to grow in again. We're gonna have to do a lot of trimming here in the next 11 days on the driveway, and do some work on the driveway, because the shipping container is supposed to be coming, and we got to make it a high enough headroom and wide enough for that. I'm sure it's going to probably be a semi and a trailer. It might be a truck, but we'll see. But it's got to be at least a 40-foot trailer. Ah, look at that beautiful view, guys. Love it. That looks like a Hallmark card. So yeah, I definitely gotta do a little bit of work. So hopefully we can get the Dreamers moved this week. Just not trying to go down that driveway and tear up that driveway and get it all rutted up and get the camper stuck and have to deal with all that. So trying to be smart about it. And so once we get them moved, we're gonna put the box blade on. Well, the box blade's already on lift. We're gonna box blade the camping area, that way I can go and get some grass seed down. And then Mike's gonna start running the box blade down the road, smoothing it out as much as possible for Freedom Weekend, and also to get that container up. And then I'm gonna take the pole saw and Uber and go down and widen the road a little bit with the trees and stuff, and start working on the headroom to get it back there. So I'm sure that's going to be later on this week. That's going to be starting throughout the weekend. And then once we get all the box blading done, we're going to put the bush hog on lift and bush hog down there by the power lines, a parking area for everybody that's coming to Freedom Weekend. Let's see here. What else we got going on? That's about it for right now. Of course, still got to dig the septic tank. That's weather dependent. I don't want to start digging trenches and big holes and stuff with all the rain. and then have to deal with pumping out water and cave-ins and all of that stuff. So I'm trying to find like a 2-day break in the weather to kind of get all of that done. So we'll see about that as well. Right now I'm not seeing a 2-day break in the weather, but maybe next week. Maybe next week, I don't know. Hopefully by this weekend. I want the septic tank done by the end of the weekend, if possible. That's the goal. Probably gonna, the next rain day, I'm gonna run into town. I'm gonna go pick up a toilet and a wax ring and all the stuff that I need to actually get the inside done for the toilet. That's exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to going to buy a toilet. That means that I'm this much closer to having normal amenities like everybody else. So looking forward to it. It's been pushing a year and a half of off-gridding, so it's definitely time flies when you're having fun, that's for sure. I ain't gonna know how to act to just be able to go to the bathroom and push a handle. That's gonna be a totally different thing. I might have to get used to it. That's crazy. Well guys, we've been on here about 11 minutes. I'll actually bring y'all up the hill and show y'all the other side of the mountain view, and then we'll probably wrap this thing up. I did see a big old snake, big black snake today. It was probably about 6 foot long, and I stopped in the middle of the road and got a stick and kind of shoot him back off into the woods. I didn't want to run him over, and he was not scared. I mean, I was even like brushing him with the stick and he wasn't moving. For a minute there, I thought maybe he was dead, just because normally when you touch them with the stick, they'll start slithering away. He didn't even move, but he ended up working his way to the other side. Yep, there you go. There's the next view. Got him off the road and went ahead and that's a big accomplishment for me, guys, because I'm scared to death of snakes. I'm scared to death of them. But I tried to throw a couple of rocks at him, near him, just to kind of get him to kind of move on his own, but he wasn't moving at all. And one of them hit like right beside him, and he didn't even flinch. So that's why I had to get a long stick and kind of get him off the road. So yeah, I dealt with that this morning. That'll wake you up. I don't like running over snakes if I don't have to. I heard a story a long time ago about somebody running over a snake, and one of the fangs or whatever got stuck in the tire or something. They was changing their tire and it ended up killing them because the poison got in them. I don't know if that's a wise tale or what, but it was enough to scare me my whole life. So I try not to run over snakes. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day, guys. I believe it's Tuesday. We're starting to chip away at this work week right here. So I hope everybody has a great, productive day. Do something nice for somebody. Reach out to somebody that you ain't talked to in a while. And always, guys, keep it real.